Hello Year 1 and welcome back to your second session of your online learning with me, Mrs. Francis. Yesterday, or whenever you last looked at the video, we were looking at this book here, How to Catch a Star. And I was a bit mean to you because I didn't tell you the name of the book until right at the very end. So we did a lot of exploring of the front cover and we did some what we call predicting. So having a guess about what we thought the book might be about based on what we could see on the front cover. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be actually reading some of this book together and doing some activities based on the book. But what we're going to do first is we're going to need to make sure that our brains are nice and warmed up, and we need to make sure that we have everything that we need. So I will just share my screen again, like I did in the last session, with my little slide of everything that you need to have with you. So it's going to be the same each time. You need to have somewhere comfortable to sit, it might be on the floor or it might be on a chair. You need to have your watching eyes, your listening ears, and something to write with, a pen or a pencil, and something to write on, so some paper, or it might be that you have a whiteboard and a whiteboard pen, but pencil and paper is absolutely fine. So if you need to now go and get those things, you can pause the video while you go and do that, okay? Now, if you've got everything that you need, we're now going to do a quick warm-up together, and we're going to do the same warm-up that we did the other day with the dinosaur eggs, but we're going to do it with some slightly trickier high-frequency words. So remember, those are those words that we see lots and lots of times in our reading that we need to be really quick at recognizing. So if you remember, a voice is going to read out one of the three words. You're going to have a go at reading those three words and then telling me which word to click on. Okay, so which word matches the sound. Ready?
People.
So the word is people. So have a go now at reading each of those words. So let's read the first one together. That's it. Now, let's read the second one together. People. And then the third one together. Fun. Let's listen again.
People.
So we know that we need to click on, can you point at which one I need to click on? Brilliant. The second one, people. And we've got our little scratch on the tree now to tell us that we've got 1 point. Ready for the next one?
I'm.
Listening carefully.
I'm.
Okay, let's do the same again. Can we read the first one together? I'm. And the second one together? That. And the third one? Box. Which word was it? Which
I'm.
word? Oh.
I'm.
Okay, can you point at the egg that we need to click on? Excellent, it's this first one. Okay, next one, ready? Same again. See how quickly we can read these words.
Your.
Okay, the word that we're looking for
Your.
is your. Let's read these words together. We've got the word, can you read this one? Your. We've got the word too. It's too hot. I wish it was too hot. It's definitely not too hot here at the moment. And we've got another one here. Yeah, you're right. That's your again. So we've actually got two of the same word here. Let's listen.
Your.
So which one are we going to click on? I don't think it matters which of these two, does it? We can choose each one of each. Let's go for this one here. There we go. Great job. Okay, we're going to do, I think, two more.
Could.
Okay, let's read the words together. Ready? Then. Word in the middle. Could. And the word on the end. Car.
Could.
Right, can you point at which egg we need to click on? Which one are we going to press? Middle one, well done. Okay, and last go.
Looked.
Listen again.
Looked.
Looked. Let's read these words together. We've got the word like. What's this word here? Will. And the word looked.
Looked.
Okay, ready? Good job, well done. Okay, we're going to get rid of that screen now that our brains are nice and warmed up. And let's share the screen. Let's go back to our screen with what we need. Brilliant. Okay, so we should have our warmed up brains now. We should have everything that we need to start off our learning. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to read a bit of the story. Now, I've got the book here, so I'm going to be reading from the book, but it's also going to come up on your screen so you can have a look at the pictures really clearly and you can read along as well. Okay, ready? Oh, we've done that bit. Okay. Oh, yes, sorry, I forgot this bit. Before we start reading the book, let's just talk about the things that we're going to be practicing today, the skills that we're going to be working on. So you can see here, we're going to work on listening and understanding the events in the story. So what happens in the story. We won't read the whole thing, but part of it. We're then going to be doing some sequencing, which is quite a big word. It just means putting things in the right order. So we'll read a bit of the story and have a go at putting them into the right order, the order that they happened in. And then we're finally going to be doing some sentence building. So we're going to be building some sentences with our full stops and capital letters based on the book. Okay, right. I think we should be ready to go now. Okay, first page, my book here. Once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. Every night he watched the stars from his window and wished he had one of his very own. He dreamed how this star might be his friend. They would play hide and go seek and take long walks together. He's imagining what he would do with his friend the star. The boy decided he would try to catch a star. He thought that getting up early in the morning would be best, because then the star would be tired from being up in the sky all night. Do you think the morning would be a good time to catch a star? So the next day he set out at sunrise, but he could not see a star anywhere. He sat down and he waited for one to appear. Wonder why he couldn't see a star. He waited and he waited and he ate some lunch and he waited, and after dinner he waited some more. Finally, just before the sun was about to go away, he saw a star. Can you see there? The sky is all orange and beautiful because the sun's just going down. It's called sunset. The sun's going down and now we can see a star in the sky. The boy tried to jump up and grab it, but he could not jump high enough. So, very carefully, he climbed to the top of the tallest tree that he could find. But the star was still way out of reach. You can see him trying to stretch up to get it. He can't get it. He thought he might lasso the star with the lifebelt from his father's boat, but it was much too heavy for him to carry. He couldn't lift it. He thought he could fly up in his spaceship and just grab the star. But his spaceship had run out of petrol last Tuesday when he flew it to the moon. Perhaps he could get a seagull to help him fly up into the sky to reach his star. But the only seagull he could find didn't want to help at all. You can see the seagull's turned his back on him. He's asking for help and the seagull's turning away, doesn't want to help. The boy thought he would never catch a star. Okay, so your first job is going to be to see if you can remember what's happened in the story so far. Now, if you want to, you can go back in the video to the beginning and you can listen to me reading the story again, if you'd like to do that, if that will help. But you might be ready to just have a go at this straight away. So we've got some pictures here. I want you to, in a moment, pause the video and tell me what's happening in each picture. So what's happened in the story so far? If you've got somebody with you, if you've got a brother or a sister or a grown-up with you that you can talk to and tell them, then that's great. If not, you just pause the video and you can tell me, okay? So tell me what's happening in each picture. Ready? Pause the video and off you go. Okay, can you remember what happened in the story so far? So first of all, he was setting his alarm clock, wasn't he? He was setting his alarm clock and waking up really early because he wanted to try and catch a star. Then, what was he doing here? He was waiting all day. And we know why he was waiting all day, because the stars don't come out in the daytime, do they? They come out at night. Then, number 3, finally the sun set, the sun went down and he saw a star in the sky, didn't he? Then he started to try and catch the star. So the first thing he did was he climbed a tree and he stretched up to try and get it, didn't he? But he couldn't reach. Number 5, the next one, what did he do here? He got the life belt from his father's boat, didn't he? And he tried, he thought he could lasso it like this and catch the star, but he couldn't because it was too heavy. Then he luckily happened to have a spaceship, but his spaceship didn't have enough petrol, did it? Because it had run out when he flew to the moon. And then finally, he asked for some help, didn't he? He asked the seagull for some help, but the seagull didn't want to help. Remember, the seagull had his back turned and he didn't want to help him. Okay, excellent remembering so far. Well done. Oh, it's going to go like that now. Should have done that at the beginning, shouldn't I? So your next job is to get, I'm going to get my whiteboard here, get your paper or your whiteboard, whatever it is that you're writing on, and I'm going to ask you to draw 4 things. Okay, I'm going to show you what I want you to draw. So the first thing I want you to draw at the top, can you see here? We've got him in a tree. Now this doesn't have to be beautiful artwork, just nice and quick and simple. I'm going to draw a tree. Okay, can you see my tree? The second thing I'm going to draw is I'm going to draw a clock. There he is setting his alarm clock. Okay. Then he's finally seen a star, so I'm going to draw a star. And then I'm going to draw him looking. I'm just going to draw a little stick man with some eyes, and he's going to have his hand up to his head. Can you see? Got a little stick man and he's looking like that. I might draw some eyes there as well, because he's looking for the star. Okay, so you could draw a stick man looking, or you could just draw a pair of eyes. I think a pair of eyes might be easier, mightn't it? Okay, so I'd like to pause the video now and draw those 4 items for me. Okay, and then press play once you've done those 4 items. Okay, the next job I would like you to do is we're going to look at these 4 things and we're going to put them in the right order. So which of these things, which of these events, these pictures you can see happened first? So I'm going to write a number 1. What happened second? What happened third? And what happened fourth? Because they're all in the wrong order at the moment. So I want you to look really carefully. You're going to pause the video and you're going to draw under each of your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, the order that these pictures happened in. So if you think that the tree happened first, you draw the tree first. If you thought that seeing the star happened first, you draw that first. Okay, and then you put them in the order that you think they happened in. Okay, so pause the video and can you put those pictures in the right order for me? Okay, off you go. Okay, have you done it? Just have a quick check and have a look at the pictures and the order that you drew them in. Did you put them in this order? Okay. So the first picture you should have is you should have your, I'm going to rub off the top bit so it's not too confusing. The first picture you should have is your clock, because he set his alarm really early so that he could go looking for the star, didn't he? The second picture you should have will be your pair of eyes looking for the star, or your stick man doing this, looking for the star, because he waited all day looking for the star. The third one you should have is a picture of your star, because finally he saw the star in the sky. And then the fourth one is when he started to try and catch the star. And the first thing he did was he climbed a tree. So your pictures might look a little bit like this. So he woke up, he looked for the star, he saw the star, and he climbed a tree to try and catch the star. Okay, good job. Well done. I'm going to rub off my whiteboard so that it's ready for the next job. Okay. Now, the next job that we're going to do is we are going to build some sentences. So you can see we've got Bob the Builder here, and Bob the Builder is building with some bricks. We're going to be doing some building, but we're going to be building with some words to make some sentences. Okay, are you ready? So you can see here on the page, I've got some words and I've got a picture. You see the boy here, he's setting his alarm clock, isn't he? And underneath I've got some words, but they are all in a jumble. They're all mixed up. So let's have a go at reading those jumbled up words together. Can you read the first one for me? That's right, up. And the second one? Boy. The third one? Early. The fourth one? Woke. And the fifth one? The. Okay, so let's just read those again. Up. Boy, early, woke, the. That doesn't sound right, does it? They're all in a jumble. So your job is going to be to write these words and put them in the right order. So the first thing you're probably going to want to do is to copy these words down as they are. So I'm going to write up, boy, early, woke, and the. So I've got my words written there to help me. Okay, I'm just going to draw a line underneath that. Okay, my next job is going to be to try and put these words in the right order and to make them into a sentence. Okay, so can you have a go at doing that? So what we'll do is we'll think, right, which word comes first in this? Up, boy, early, woke, the. Boy, early, up, the. The boy. I think I'm going to try writing the boy as the first words. The boy. I'm going to cross those off as I do them to make it a little bit easier. So I've used that and I've used the boy. The boy early woke up. That doesn't make sense. The boy woke up early. The boy woke up early. Now let's just count and make sure we've used all of those words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have we got 5 words in our sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The boy woke up early. The boy woke up early. Does that make sense now? The boy woke up early. It does, doesn't it? Now, is my sentence actually a sentence yet? I don't think it is because there's something missing. Can you tell me? There's 2 things missing from my sentence. Can you tell me what you think they are? Excellent. We need a capital letter and we need a full stop at the end. The boy woke up early. Now I have a sentence, don't I? Okay, right, now that we've done one together, you're going to have a go on your own. Okay, so I'm going to give you the jumbled up words and you're going to do exactly the same as I've just done. I want you to write all of these words down and then try and put them in the right order in the sentence. Okay, we'll read them together first and then you can pause the video. So we've got the word waited, day, all, star, he, for, a. So pause the video. I want you to write all those words down and then try and put them in the right order. Okay, and press play once you're ready. Okay, have you done it? Have you got them in the order? And have you checked that you've got the right number of words? So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you count the words in your sentence? Do you have 7 words? Yeah? Okay, can you read me your sentence? Great, let's have a look and see. Hopefully you've got something like this. He waited all day for a star. You might have written, all day he waited for a star. He waited all day for a star. Now, is that a sentence yet? So tick those words if you've got them in the right order. So tick each one. He waited all day for a star. But then we also need, don't we, our capital letter and full stop. So give yourself a tick if you've got a capital letter and a full stop at the end. Great job. Okay, you ready for the next one? Now, we've got 2 sentences here. So you can either just do the top one or just the bottom one, or you can have a go at doing both. So let's read the top one together. Sun, the, down, went. Quite a short sentence, only 4 words. And then the bottom one, saw, boy, a, star, the. So your first job, remember, is to write down these words, and then you're going to have a go at making them into a proper sentence that makes sense. So you're going to put them in the right order. Remember, we've got 2 sentences here, so you could just do just the top one, just the bottom one, or you could try and do both of them together. Okay? Right, pause the video and then see if you can put them in the right order. Okay, have you done it? Have you checked that your first sentence has 4 words in it and that your second sentence has 5 words in it? So your first sentence should have 4 and your second sentence should have 5 words in it. Have you also checked that you've got your capital letter and your full stop at the end? Okay. Can you read your sentences aloud for me? Okay, let's have a look. The sun went down. We've got our capital letter and our full stop. The boy saw a star. The sun went down, full stop. The boy saw a star. Now we could, if we wanted to, join those sentences together with a magic word, and that magic word has only got 3 letters. Does anybody know what that magic word is? That's right, it's the word and. So we could join the sentences together, and we could say the sun went down and the boy saw a star. Maybe some of you did that. Or we could just have 2 sentences. Okay. Right, and this is your last one. Okay. So same again. You're going to write down all these words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words this time. Write them all down. And then you're going to try and put them in the right order. Don't forget your capital letters and full stops. Let's read them together. Climbed, boy, the, tall, tree, Okay, you pause the video and then try and write those in the right order for me. Don't forget your capital letters and full stops. Okay, so pause the video. Okay, have you done your sentence? Have you checked that it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words? Yeah? Have you checked that you've got a capital letter and a full stop? Okay, now read your whole sentence for me. And let's see if it's the same as this one. The boy climbed a tall tree. And we've got our capital letter and our full stop. The boy climbed a tall tree. Brilliant job. You've done some really good sentence building here. Now, for your last job, before we finish, you're going to have a go at writing a sentence on your own. Just rubbing off my whiteboard so I've got some space. You've got a picture here that we've already seen from the book, and you've got 2 words that might help you. You've got the word asked and the word seagull. So those words might help you. So if you're not sure how to spell them, they're written up there for you. Can you now have a go at writing your own sentence, or maybe you'll write more than one sentence, to describe what is happening in this picture? Okay, so I'd like you to think really carefully about how you can include those 2 words, your capital letters and your full stops, and can you describe what's happening in this picture, in this part of the story? Okay, so pause the video and then off you go. Okay, have you done your sentence? Have you read it aloud to make sure that it makes sense? And have you checked that you've got a capital letter and a full stop at the end? Yeah, okay. Maybe you had some sentences like this. Perhaps you had a sentence that said, the boy asked the seagull to help. The boy asked the seagull to help. That's 7 words. You might have a sentence that looks like that. I've got my capital letter and my full stop. Or maybe you've written, the seagull would not help the boy catch the star. Or maybe you've even done something like this. The boy asked the seagull to help, but it didn't want to. You read your sentence again and make sure that you're happy that it makes sense. Okay, well done year 1. You've done some really, really good sentence building today. Now, in the next session, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a little look at some more vocabulary from this book, so some language from this book, so that we're really, really confident in how to use it, and we do be doing a little bit more sentence work as well. Okay, so really, really well done on your learning today, and I will see you again very, very soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.